So before you start, you put your tomatoes in the top. You're going to make sure that your screen is tightened down all the way. There's no noise coming through it. Then you want to make sure your bowl is there for your drippings and your sauce, and then you just start processing. Start pushing your tomatoes down through. They should go through fairly quickly. You begin to see juice coming down. It's a good idea. In the spring, in the summer, it's nice and easy because your tomatoes are so full of water, they go through real easily. If in the winter you decide to make some tomato sauce, I'd recommend that you go through and let them ripen a little bit on the counter before you start processing them. So the Squeezo's been around since the early 1900s when an Italian gentleman and his family came over from Abruzzi, Italy, and they started making these in their backyard, and it became a family enterprise until the late 1970s, located in McKeesport, Pennsylvania. And at that point, their plant burned down, and they were unable to rebuild. So all of their molds, etc., at that point were all destroyed, and the parts were changed. It did continue. It was bought by Gardenway, and it did continue. At that point, manufacturing got sent overseas, and it was made in Taiwan and Czechoslovakia for a number of years. But it is all basically, well, it is all now back in the United States. Everything that is on the Squeezo is made in the U.S. So it makes it a really, really interesting product to use. But you can see how quick and easy these go through. You've got your skins and seeds are coming out the end. Your sauce is coming out the middle. Just turn your bowl to keep all of your stuff coming out of it so it doesn't overflow. And it's a really good way to make salsa. You can use your tomatoes, your pumpkin screen, and it gets a bigger chunk coming through so you can make salsa with it also. And they go through very, very quickly. It's handy. I sometimes have one of the kids around and they help by putting the stuff in, or you can use the man about the house, whatever. But it's very handy to have that to push them through, to keep you going smoothly. And that's how you process your Squeezo, how you process your tomatoes. One very important thing to keep in mind is make sure that you turn your handle only in a clockwise fashion. If you turn it the other way, the stuff will come back at you and won't come out the screen.